So before we start getting into today's content, a bunch of you yesterday asked more about magic moments and so on. And normally I'd sort of show a couple of things that I like to do, but Mickey's actually volunteered to show you some of the things he does in his bar, which has been getting him all these clients and filling up his hypnotherapy practice. So with your guys' permission, would you like to see some of what has made him a wealthy and successful man? Yes. Come on up, Mickey.
Nice. Okay, rule number 1, never tell the trick. Rule number 2, don't tell the trick. I'm about ready to break rule 1 and 2. I'm going to tell you how to do the tricks. The best way to start really is with the mind deck trick, or the mind game magic deck. That's where I started, and you can go from there. Right here, Lori. Just stay right there. I want you to look right into my right eye. Okay, stare right here at the triangle. Stare at the circle. Okay, stare at the square. Stare at the square. Okay, back right here. Which one do you like?
Square.
You like the square?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd I put it? Okay, pretty cool, right? What if you just said circle? What would I have done?
Kept going too fast.
No. I would have said, wow, we really have a connection. Look behind my name tag. If you'd have said triangle, what would I have said? I would have said, wow, look underneath your chair. There's something taped to the bottom of it. Okay. Rule number 2 with good mentalism, okay? When you find out how it's done, it should be a letdown. It should be a letdown, really, because that means it's easy. The easier it is, the more you can pay attention to performance. Now, you notice I'm like, look right into my right eye. What am I doing? Hypnotic gaze, right? You see how I'm starting to build context already?
It's so easy to do.
If it's easy, you can pay attention to performance, which is where it's at, right? Okay, so you're a good subject. Come up here. Let's have a round of applause for Lori. Let's do something. Yeah, have a seat. Let's do something weird. Oh, am I not talking into this? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
I think I had the same problem when I was doing stage hypnosis. All right. Okay. How well do you get along with your husband?
He's sitting right there. I'd say pretty good.
Pretty connected to him?
Yeah,
Really connected to him?
I think so.
Really?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Just hold this in your left hand. Don't open it. Don't look at it. Just hold it there. Be very aware that it's in your hands. See what I'm doing? I'm directing attention. Okay, so let's just do this. Some of you might have seen this. Okay, so there's a red pen. There's Igor's little thing. Here's a deck of cards. There's a ballpoint pen. And here's my
What's
phone.
in here?
I don't know. It's not mine.
Yeah,
It's scotch. Okay, so look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Okay, just stare right in my right eye. Now, as you're staring into my right eye, think about that piece of paper that's in your husband's hand. Make sure you're really aware that that's in your hand. Really kind of feel it. Okay, real quick. Stare at the red pen. Stare at the little Igor's thing. Stare at the mind game magic. Stare at the pen. Stare at my phone. Okay, back up here real quick. Good, 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 good. Point at any 3 of those items. Just point at them. That thing. What else? 2 more. That thing and that thing. Okay, we're just going to get those out of the way. Pick those 2 things up. Right here. Put one in each hand. Hand me one of them. You want to keep the red pen? Are you sure?
Yes.
Open up the piece of paper and read it.
Red pen.
I used to screw this one up because I'd write things like, you will pick the red pen. Okay? Once again, KISS, keep it simple. It's got to be easy. If I wrote, you would pick the red pen, what if she'd have handed me the red pen? I wouldn't be able to go, really? You want to give me the red pen? Or what if she'd have left the red pen? Really? The red pen's the only thing left? It doesn't matter where it goes. Because what I'm saying, hypnotic language, folks, kids, the red pen. I can say whatever I want after that. Does that make sense? It's called a force. Okay? Once again, real simple. Doesn't matter where the red pen ends up, in my hand, on the table, or in her hand. I'm going to say the red pen, really? The red pen? Because people won't question what they assume. You see how easy that is? It's the simplicity of it that makes it work. The simpler it is, the better it is. Okay? If it's simple, you can pay attention to performance. Does that make sense? Okay. So real quick, this is where I started. Everybody kept asking me, where's the mentalism thing? This is where I started. There's 7 suits to this thing. I'll just read through them real quick. I'm done. You can sit down. Can we give Lori a hand of... So there's 7 suits. There's Mind Reader, Brain Games, Think Yourself Better, The Mind's Eye. Those are kind of fun. These are great in a party also. My suggestion is pick one of each suit, memorize it, practice it, go to a party, go to a bar. Do one at a time. Don't try and memorize them all at once. One thing at a time. There's self-discovery, power habits, and unreality testing. They're all a lot of fun. They will make you the life of the party because people will go, who is that weirdo in the corner? And they won't be able to help but come and talk to you. Another thing you can do is cold read. Anybody want me to cold read Igor real quick? So Igor, there's something that everybody notices about you. You don't have to come up. I'm just going to go real quick here because I'm going to get off the stage.
All right.
The thing that everybody notices about you is your ingenuity. Your ability to take something complicated and make it simple. You might want to just be a little bit careful that you go to the expert in something that's not your field. Don't try and do your own plumbing or your own car because you are ingenious. Do you see what I just did there? I gave him something. I gave him ingenuity and then I took it away. Okay? I'm kind of getting a picture of a s'more. I don't know why. A really gooey s'more. And I think I know what it is. You're kind of like a s'more. You're kind of crunchy on the outside. That's the way you go most of the time. But inside, you're kind of gooey. There's somebody special who you're really gooey with, and you don't show it all the time. Somewhere in your life, there's an octogenarian, someone that's in their 80s, alive or dead. They really meant something to you, and they taught you something important. I don't know what that thing was, but you might want to revisit that lesson. See, I don't know why I keep going back to the camping thing. Now I'm looking at a tent with duct tape on it. I'm seeing your resourcefulness, okay? And my only thing about it's great that you're resourceful, but you need to remember to also be prepared so you don't get caught with your shorts down. Okay, that was just real quick and simple. And all I did was take the first letter, this is his name, Igor, gave him ingenious. The second letter was G, I gave him gooey. The third letter is O, I gave him an octogenarian. The fourth letter was R, I gave him resourcefulness. Give it, take it away. All you need is somebody's name and an adjective to go with each letter, and you can cold read somebody. I suggest, this is just my opinion, you don't pretend to be a psychic. Don't do it, unless you really are. I have no opinions either way. Well, I do, but don't pretend to be something. Don't pretend to be something you're not. When people say, wow, are you psychic? I say, no, I'm just a hypnotist. Bang, I have a client. Anyway, that's about it. This is how you get started, folks. So everybody that was asking me how to get started, this is it. Go to the internet and do a search for mentalism. If you want to do some more kind of heavy-handed stuff, look up mentalism. There's a book, The 13 Steps to Mentalism. It's an old, old book. And if you watch Darren Brown, you watch Chris Angel, if you read that book, you'll find variations of those tricks. That all those things come from that. You can look up mentalism. There's a guy, Mr. X. There's a lot of marketing hype around his product. But Mr. X has got a pretty good product out there if you want to learn some mentalism. That help? Yeah. All right.
All right, give him a round of applause, folks.